Hello everybody, and welcome to the bonus content video for episode 12 of the cbusparanormal Paracast, the Hempfield Tunnel. During episode 12, I discussed the popular newspaper Ghost article that was published in a Wheeling Intelligencer on July 19, 1869. The article itself is often referenced with the tunnel's hauntings and lore, and it's even referenced on the history sign in front of the tunnel itself. At the time the article was published, it caused an uproar in a community of Wheeling, and the legend of a ghost of a murdered man, Alois Ulrich, still persists to this day. The old-time Wheeling residents appear to be very superstitious about their hauntings, and while the Intelligencer article in 1869 seems to be the source of most of the claimed hauntings related to the tunnel, it actually wasn't the first article I stumbled upon about ghosts in the area. Oddly enough, another claimed apparition was stalking the area 7 years before the famous newspaper article. The following is from the Wheeling Intelligencer on December 30th, 1862. A great circular ghost hunt. We've advised our readers that a ghastly and horrible ghost, has been perambulating in East Wheeling nearly every night for a couple or 3 weeks past. Quite a number of persons have seen it and spoken to it, and some have thrown stones and bricks and bats at it. It's a very odd sort of ghost that seems to have a high regard for its personal comfort. It appears generally about 10 o'clock in the evening, with a cowl upon its head like those worn by members of the ancient and honorable order known as the Sons of Malta. Its persona is arrayed in heavy skins, and it's said to present a very strange appearance. Recently it's frightened a great many women and children, and has got to be a great nuisance in the particular localities which it chooses to infest. Accordingly, a party of 10 young men organized themselves into a company of ghost hunters on Saturday night, and sallied forth to scour the alleys and byways of East Wheeling. Some were armed with pistols, some with pokers, shovels, clubs, stones, and other missiles. They divided the company into couples and searched high and low for the ghost, traversing nearly every alley in that quarter of town. The hunt was altogether unsuccessful. The ghost got wind of the formidable expedition which had been organized for its extermination, and appeared in another section of the city, much to the terror of the inhabitants thereof. The truth about the matter is that some bold fellow whose love of fun outruns his judgment and discretion has been playing ghost with wonderful success, and those most immediately interested, whose families have been frightened and annoyed in some instances with serious results, have determined to put an end to his pranks. The ghost generally makes his appearance from the neighborhood of the government stables, near the Hempfield Railroad Depot. So there you have it, ghost hunting and pranksters in the 1860s. What an interesting time. While the ghostly legends of this Hempfield Tunnel persist to this day, it makes you wonder, could this prankster have also been involved in the famous ghost sightings a few years later, or at the very least highly influenced the paranoia in the area for many years to come? It's certainly something to think about. And to top it off, ironically 2 days after the popular Intelligencer article was published, the Wheeling Daily Register reported a drunken ghost hunter that wanted to take matters into his own hands. The following is from their July 21st, 1869 edition. John H. Klein had been reading the Intelligencer's ghost story. It was too much for his lively imagination. Heartily believing in ghosts, and especially in the ghost of the Hempfield Tunnel, he armed himself with a gallon or so of benzene and started out ghost hunting. Before he reached the dangerous spot, however, the fusel oil began to work on him, and he became disorderly, and flourished his pistol around as if he was in the business of making ghosts rather than destroying them. It being proof that John had read the story in the Intelligencer, the judge took the fact in mitigation of punishment and fined him only $10 in cost. Apparently the Wheeling Daily Register decided to take a small jab at their competition while they were at it. Until next time, thank you for watching and listening.